And we are back with round 2 of the King of Colosseum 2 All-Star, for New Japan's All-Star Tournament. We got some big matches coming up for these upcoming. Right now we have JM.
Hey, what's going on?
And Zach George 98. And we are ready to start with round 2.
Mm-hmm.
First match we got Fujita and Vader. What a brawl this is going to be.
Yep.
This is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be scientific.
At damn Kazuyuki Fujita.
I expect blood, sweat, and tears just within the first 2 minutes to be spilled.
I expect blood, and stiff-ass Japanese wrestling.
That's one way of saying it. The one thing about this is we got a little experiment with this one for recording it. This is a live reaction we got here from JM's PS2 emulator.
So, in a sense, we're recording we're doing commentary with live mics.
Oh yes.
Yep, exactly how I did it when I did my very first commentary of a real wrestling show.
Yeah, that's still amazing. But then again, you do have a play-by-play commentator voice. You know that, JM?
Yeah, I got that a lot. And let me tell you something. Doing commentary on a live mic is not as easy as you think it is.
Oh no,
because I wasn't given notes on that show. The very first show I ever did.
Still, though, being able to make it through that whole show with someone not wanting to kill your performance, that's already a good job.
Yeah.
Did you with Joey Styles it all by yourself?
Yeah, I did the majority of it by myself. When I did that main event, the sound guy kind of popped in. You know what I mean? But he only did quips. A lot of that commentary for that entire show at that block party was all done by me.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And you want to know the best part, Chorus?
What's that?
His commentary was actually really damn good.
Yeah, I remember seeing a bit of footage that you did show me from one of the clips on YouTube. That was actually, yeah. Like, we might as well get TEW or EWR and make a JM character.
That's it. JM, I'm getting Boris to make you as a com for FMW.
So this is gonna be a wild match. I'm sorry, I just still cannot believe that this is how we start round 2.
Can you imagine what would happen if this fight would have happened and match would have happened in real life?
Oh man, the crowd like
how close were we for this to ever happen?
Like the closest it could have happened, say when Vader did some touring. Wait, let's see. Vader left for the WWF before Fujita debuted. So the closest we could have seen it happen is like, say, at an indie event in Japan, like Big Mouth Loud or Hustle, maybe.
Did Fujita ever do Hustle? I don't think he did.
No, but like the idea, as an example. It could have happened. So this is definitely a dream match for some people out there. You got one.
You know, it's funny. I'm actually surprised there wasn't a Fujita Josh Barnett match.
Probably because Inoki wanted to protect both of them too much.
Every now and again, the ring announcer was echoing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's strange.
But we have live mics, so there's nothing we can do about that.
You know, of course, there's actually more of footage of me doing commentary out there.
Oh. What's like the biggest match you ever commentary on?
Dwight the Clown Matt Bourne's very last match before I knew he died.
Oh.
That same year.
That's impressive.
And you know what? The match was actually pretty decent.
Oh yeah, Matt Bourne was actually a good wrestler. It's just, you know, that he's just kind of remembered for the Doink the Clown character, which I think is kind of a insult to his whole wrestling legacy. It was like he did some stuff in ECW. He was at the very first WrestleMania having a match, I believe, with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He was a steady hand wrestler, and they kind of did him dirty.
No,
And it's like you can't say he was bad at promos. He was a great job at promos.
like even as Donkey could go, because he, unbeknownst to us in the wrestling community at the time, it was his last match, but he still looked decent in that match.
Yeah, it was like you look at the other
I love
people
how at
who-
the end of his he cut a promo at the end of that match, right? And he's like, "Sorry, I let this guy kick my ass."
That's funny.
My man literally said this on the mic while promoting the Hammer, because for some reason he didn't get DQ'd for using it.
That's beautiful.
By the way, I bet you wish you bought one of them hammers about now.
I actually spoke with him at the show. He's actually a really nice guy. I've actually met him twice. The first time I met him was at Jimmy Snuka's birthday party.
Oh. Wait, Junior or the one or the Superfly?
Superfly.
Okay, making sure, because there's like... Jimmy
No, Junior
Snuka
was there. The Jimmy Snuka Jr. was there because they were also doing a wrestling matches, but that would have happened like way later in the nighttime. Though I did speak with the wrestlers who were there.
Were there any crazy stories, or just like kind of standard?
I actually got a few stories. I actually spoke with the referee of that show. We actually had a really good conversation, actually.
Oh, that's good.
We saw the barber. We saw Brutus Beefcake there. He got like 20 something beers and literally put one in his mouth and took the others with him to the locker room.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like an 80s wrestler, all right.
That's definitely Beefcake.
We met Angelina Love. If you remember at the time, she was doing the whole, hypnosis thing with Winter.
I still have no idea what that was all about, but I remember there was like
my
one
friends
of those.
My roommate, he did an interview with her, and she actually did that in the interview.
Just keep kayfabe alive. That's impressive.
Oh, 2.9 off a vertical suplex.
Not just that, but you got to remember, for the last 11 minutes, they were just hamming each other. Like, what's the best way of saying it? They're trying to recreate Takayama versus Don Fry.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Yo,
Vader just murdered him.
It ended exactly how I hoped it would end.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vader has murdered Kazuyuki Fujita. Where is Batting Hat with the body bags when you need him?
Oh, man. This is definitely a match that, the guys have to catch on the replay, man.
Oh, definitely. That is a Haas Fest by definition.
How does Dave Meltzer rate this?
Dave Meltzer is full of shit. More at 11. Well, they may have beat the shit out of each other, but the psychology wasn't. I don't care.
Nah, I guess
came
he just
here
expecting
expecting I expected them to beat the shit out of each other. They beat the shit out of each other. I'm okay with that.
Oh, wait. Here's one we got to keep an eye on. Akira Maeda versus Hollywood Hogan.
That's right. Last round, Hogan knocked out Nobuhiko Takada. He knocked out UWFI. Can he knock out Rings? This is definitely something to take an eye on.
Rings greater than you. Rings greater sign UWFI.
Maeda better watch out for the X-Bomber.
But then again, Maeda is not someone to scoff at either, because remember, he did beat Inoki cleanly to get to this round, which was an upset. That was one of the big upsets of the first round.
Yeah, that was a heck of a battle between Inoki and Maeda.
Yeah.
No one saw it coming. And here is Hogan, still dressed up in the very outfit that he used to beat Inoki back in the 80s.
It's got to be the outfit, man. It's got to be the outfit.
the young boy outfit, because all black.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. What you gotta do when young boy mania runs wild on you? That did not sound right. I apologize.
Well, now we're gonna get fined by the FCC because of course. Thanks for
Oh,
that.
please. They have fined me for far worse things. Like,
So you're basically saying you're the Howard Stern of professional wrestling.
no, I was going to say Gilbert Gottfried. You know, like how he made various jokes about natural disasters right after they happened.
Mm.
That's how he lost his
Oh.
job with
You know,
Aflac Duck.
You know, lie, the biggest asshole in that place that we went to that I was talking about, well, had to be Honky Tonk Man.
I could believe that.
No, because like we politely asked Honky Tonk Man if we could interview him. You know what I mean? Just, at least like 3-4 minutes of his time, right? He doesn't even look at us. He just stops his moving. He puts his hand behind his back, like he just puts his hand up in the air behind his back, turns his head slightly, and says, "I got my own show," and walks away. I'm like, dude, you could have just said, no, thank you.
busy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could just say, I got a bunch of stuff to do today. Yeah, like, that's understandable.
I mean, you could have just said, no,
Then
thank
again,
you.
you
You know
gotta
what I mean?
remember, Honky Tonk Man is one of those guys that, like, lives his character, so he probably wasn't character.
It's hard to tell with Honky Tonk Man, though.
Because you gotta remember, at the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, his acceptance speech was just literally him singing and dancing to his theme song, and then leaving
Dude,
and
I
got a
saw a
standing
video.
ovation.
Dude, I saw a video of Honky Tonk Man wrestling at a dive bar, okay?
Well, of course he would go to a dive bar. I mean, have you seen the ending
No, he
years
literally. I
of
saw a video of him
Endless?
having a wrestling match in a dive bar, and he didn't even take a bump off it. He didn't even do. When he did his finisher, he didn't even take a bump. He didn't even bump for his own finish.
That's just bad. Then again, those Memphis wrestlers, it's like we can just look at each other and the crowd will go nuts. It's like they have been spoiled by the Memphis crowds where they don't even have to bother working, it feels like.
The fascinating one was actually when we spoke with Kevin Nash that one time.
Oh, yeah. How is he doing?
No, like we met Kevin Nash. We spoke with Kevin Nash years ago. He was actually a really nice guy, actually.
Oh, yeah. Like he's past his time to do all the Money and Miles things. All he can do now is just, yeah, that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had a pretty good conversation with him. He was a pretty nice, pretty chill dude. He was a guest on that. He was actually invited. He was a guest on that show. They literally, I think they paid him like $2,000 to appear.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but this is Kevin Nash we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Still, it's just like for appearances, that's a good amount. Yeah, I wonder how he's been doing ever since the whole Scott Hall passing away thing. Because if I recall, he was like devastated.
Well, while we were waiting on news and we actually thought Scott might have had a chance. I read one of his tweets and he sounded tore the f up because that was his running buddy. That was his traveling partner for a lot of years.
Yeah, that's like when people talk about bromance, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, they were one of the few in wrestling where they didn't have their careers stop them. Like how sometimes some wrestlers are friends, but their careers break them up, like say Dynamite Kid and Bret Hart.
Yeah.
This was one where, despite that, they stuck together. That's real friendship.
Yeah, and tweets sounded like, I say sounded, but it was text, but he
But
sounded.
you can tell by, like, if you're on the internet long enough, by reading text, you can actually decipher the emotion based on the wording.
Man, Hogan in trouble right now. Hogan not doing
But I know
so
what you
great here
mean,
against
Zach.
Maida.
It's maybe text, but you could read what he means.
Yeah, like that's also what I was getting at. That I could read that he was absolutely torn the hell up over that.
And thankfully, Scott Hall isn't suffering anymore from that hip thing. Because So if I recall, he was stuck on the floor with that broken hip for days before someone came to him. He's no longer in pain. He's resting in peace, which is something I think we can all be thankful for.
Yep.
But
I hope Kevin's doing at least a little better with it.
Oh God! Capture suplex.
Jesus.
Oh, and a big kick. But as you're saying there, Zach, time is one of the best ways to cure pain. So that as time goes on, it won't be as stinging as it was as day one.
Yeah, like I can talk about this because I'm going through grief.
Oh wait, Axe Bomber!
He bumped off of the referee instead of the ropes. Did you notice that?
Yeah, his ref got it in the way.
Ref just got it away. I'll just bump around you, brother. Hulk Hogan respects Red Shoes Uno confirmed. But my gosh, look at this. Is actually a far more balanced match than what I thought it would be. That Hogan's actually keeping on pace with the submission and technical styles of Maeda. Then again, we are in Japan, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Maeda is like really whooping his ass. Oh God!
But not just that, but Hogan is actually trying to do more than just like the usual suplex. He's trying to compete with the technical style of Maeda, showing I can do it too, brother. And he's doing all right, but Maeda, through his experience in rings and the early UWF, it's just running circles around Maeda, around Hogan.
Through his experience in actual.
He crumbled. That might be it.
Fighting.
Oh my goodness, what an upset there. Maeda not just takes out Hogan, but advances to the quarterfinals against Vader. That's going to be a match.
Yeah. Two stiff bastards.
Yeah.
A lot of liberties will be taken.
So that's another upset from... crowd didn't like that one for some reason. But I guess because they're tired after those first round matches that were great. And it's like probably 11 p.m. out here in Japan time for this game.
No, Maeda beat Hogan and Inoki.
He is the upset king of this tournament. There's always that one wrestler in any tournament that you don't expect them going far, and they do it. Like, for example, Brian Kendrick in that Cruiserweight Classic in 2016. You think he just, like, put someone over in the first round. No, he made it to the Final Four.
Maeda martial arts the shit out of Hogan.
Yeah.
Like there were a couple periods in that match where he was actually handing Hogan his ass a little bit.
I can't believe that, that Red Shoes was in the way, blocking Hogan from doing the Axe Bomber.
That was funny. That was definitely my highlight of the match. That Red Shoes Uno, our referee for the entire tournament, got to be used as a prop in a match.
And
now here comes Andre the Giant taking on Tiger Jeet Singh.
This is gonna be a very dirty match.
But I know what happened. And Inoki slipped him. Inoki slipped him. 1,500 US and said, "Keep Hogan or do your best to keep Hogan from doing the Axe Bomber."
I like that. What you're being like, Inoki. If I'm going down, everyone that I am brothers with will go down too. Freaking Fujita, you're going down in the in the second round. Hogan, you're going down in the second round. If I can't make it, no, you can. Meh. Inoki is just a spoiled little bastard because of that Maeda upset. We have a lot of lore in this tournament. But Tiger Jeet Singh.
This match ever happen in real life? Singh versus Andre?
I will not doubt that this happened. It does sound like a match that has happened at least like several times in different territories in America, Canada, Europe even.
Probably didn't have a
Japan.
clean finish.
Oh, of course
And-
not. This is the
and-
70s and 80s.
and if it didn't happen, I'll go on record as saying that territory promoters definitely missed a trick with these two if it didn't happen.
Yeah, because you got a giant, and most people, when it comes to fighting a giant, they think the best way of winning is cheating. And you got one of the greatest cheaters in wrestling history here. So we're getting something. But man, this is going to be a close bout, but I'm going to say Andre will sneak in on this victory here.
Yeah. Uh, 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 as this is an Andre that's still relatively mobile, he'll be giving Singh some problems.
That is true, but got to remember, Singh did go through, I believe it was Scott Steiner, right?
Yeah.
In fact, now that I think of it, both of these guys defeated a Steiner to get to this round.
Yeah, friggin' Sting choked the shit out of Scott Steiner. He choked him like he owed him money.
And Andre the Giant, well, he just beat Rick Steiner like he was
He,
a redheaded stepchild.
Now he just blinked and it was over.
nah, he just
He was like, he's
big
like,
boyed
hey,
the
all right.
hell out of that
He's
man.
like, hey, wait a minute. You're arguing with that guy who got bitched out by that doll. You don't deserve to win. Take this elbow.
1, 2, 3, 4, you're now on the fucking floor. And already we got a brawl. And while
You know
we're
what will make? You want to know something funny that would make the site that would complete the circle?
complete the
We
circle.
need Braun Breaker. We need Braun Breaker to be bitched out by a doll like his dad was.
Oh my gosh.
That would be opening the forbidden door of memes, and you don't want to do that.
Oh, we've opened several meme doors when it comes to Forbidden Door. Oh, wait, I got some good news. Yes, these two have had a match before. Someone managed to find a match of them from 1980, and it's on YouTube, but the video quality, well, you can tell it's from the... Oh, yeah, it's from 1980. You can tell. Fan cams from that time frame. And apparently... so...
Thank God for 80s hard cam, or fan cam, am I right?
Yeah, so they've had bouts. But here, I think we got the best bout we'll ever see of these two. You know why? No cheap finishes. It's gonna be clean. Clean like a plate before dinner time.
Yep, and the Cobra Claw is just as legal as a headlock here.
Oh yeah, because this is New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hey, the referee finally got the hint and got out of the way.
Andre
unlike
threw him
the
out
Hulk
of the
Hogan
ring.
spot.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's right. There is no countouts. We want this to be a...
Oh, wait, our first weapon of the whole match. No, never mind.
Yeah, he dropped the table.
Yeah,
Andre's kind of figuring, should I hit him with the table? No, I'm going to beat him fair and square. But Tiger Jeet sees this and goes, fine, I'll try playing it your way, but I won't like it. Look at those headbutts. How's that?
Oh, man.
What would you do if a big guy just took a step on your gut 2 times in a row?
I'm gonna take a page out of the 19th century gutter fighting playbook and kick that man in the groin as hard as humanly possible.
All right, JM, what would you do?
I then shoot him. Shoot on him.
Shoot him.
I'll do what Maeda did.
There's this Akira Maeda in the background going, you heard what he said. Wow, a kick out from an elbow from Andre. That's really hard to do.
Oh, and Singh throwing him out of the ring.
Singh is just taking
Yeah, wait, never mind.
Oh, no, now he's getting stepped on. But this time on the hard mat down there, that's going to make it even more painful, apparently.
Oh, I thought he was going to do it 3 times.
Oh, if he did it 3 times, that would be funny. He's got a bear hug out here. They're rolling back
Oh, wait,
in.
oh my god!
Oh my gosh! Tiger Jeet Singh has just won the Royal Rumble.
The spot of the match.
A suplex to the
Oh,
outside.
but that might be his only offensive. Oh wait, never mind. It's not over yet.
Part of the
No.
tournament, maybe.
Oh wait, what?
Oh.
The rare pin? Oh man, that almost won.
Oh yeah, it's getting near the end for Singh. That's no rope break. If that wasn't a rope break, that would have been the end.
Oh, it is now.
Now it's
1, 2, 3.
And Andre the Giant advances to the quarterfinals.
Sugar, hold on. Listen, Sugar, we got to take it home now.
Fuck your eyes, kick your ass.
All right, try to get his heat back. Ah, wait, never mind.
What a geek. Tiger Geek Singh, more like it. Get the fuck out of my array, quoted Andre.
Is there any audio of Andre speaking French?
Oh, there is some old footage of Andre in the 70s in France. I've seen it before. If I find it, I'll PM it to you.
Oh my god, whoever wins this match has to face Andre.
This is either opponent for Andre in this match will make it interesting. Because Naya Ogawa, his STOs are dangerous. But is he strong enough to get? But is he strong enough to get an STO onto Andre? And meanwhile, Sasaki, well, you heard what Voodoo has said about him.
Well, judo is mostly a leverage game, boys. Not so much a strength game, but even still, if he manages to throw Andre, it'll be a hell of a feat.
Man, I'm excited to see that.
You're definitely not shoulder throwing on Andre the Giant. You'll break your back.
The only way I can see him getting away with it is if Andre is drunk. But then again, how drunk can Andre be for him to lose balance?
That reminds me of a funny story about Andre I heard on a podcast.
Is it the sleeping in the middle of the hotel lobby one?
No, it was.
Okay, this is gonna be good then.
It was him, Jake the Snake, and somebody else going down the road in a car, or in a truck rather. And Andre was literally laying in the back of the truck because the cab was too small. There was a bunch of beer back there.
Oh no.
And dude drank like 18 or 20 beers and wasn't even bothered.
My gosh. Yeah, because he was so big, his metabolism could hold his liquors better than most people can. If you're wondering where I got that story from, it's the Jake Roberts episode of the Joe Rogan Experience. I gotta see that one then. JM, do you got any funny drunk Andre stories to tell us?
No, I don't have any.
Alright, then I'll finish it. This was from Something to Wrestle With, Bruce Pritchard, when talking about Andre for an episode. We're talking about a story with Bobby the Brain Heenan being the designated sober man for Andre. They're leaving a bar after just hammering drink after drink.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get a taxi. See a taxi coming up. Andre is putting his hand up and saying taxi, but while he's saying taxi, he vomits. But not just any normal vomit. He was a fire hose in New York City level fire hose. Just 10,000 pounds per square inch fat, like that type of fire, according to Bobby the Brain Heenan. And not only was it hitting the streets, it was going far. From Heenan's details, it made it to the island in the middle of the road.
Wait, what?
Jeez.
And all the cars that were going by, imagine you're driving, and then all of a sudden your windshield gets hit by a just a slew of Andre vomit. Even the taxi, and then all the cars had to stop because they just had to go, what the fuck just happened? That's vomit. Where did that come from? You see Andre the Giant. Oh, that's where it came from. Heenan is looking scared, like, oh crap, they're gonna sue us or something. And then he hears Andre go, uh-oh. And then he looks, what do you mean, uh-oh? And then Andre goes, I got some on my shoe. He's more worried about his fucking shoes than the damage he just did on all those cars, including the taxi.
Andre, you giant dick.
Like, I remember hearing that story with my dad, because, like, my dad is, like, he doesn't like wrestling much, but, like, when he hears some of these old stories about, like, Andre the Giant, he's actually fascinated. So he found that one funny. He doesn't like listening to Bruce Pritchard because he swears too much for his take, because you gotta remember, my dad's, like, a devout Catholic.
I mean, you gotta hear these BS stories from Jeff Jarrett.
He likes the Eric Bischoff ones more, because Bischoff doesn't swear often.
Oh, that con artist.
He liked the North Korea episode with, like, from Bischoff, but that's the only one I ever showed him.
You know, you want something funny? This man literally brought a TBS
bullshit.
executive. This man literally brought a TBS executive to one of his podcasts, right? So he could try to have him shit on AEW, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? That narrative didn't work because the AEW, the TV exec was putting AEW over.
Yeah, what is that? That is just stupid. I just don't understand Bischoff sometimes.
No, you got these guys who are trying to push that narrative. You know what I mean? They're mad because, they didn't get a job with AEW.
Well, too fucking bad. I don't got a job with AEW, but
And
I'm not
second,
gonna bury them over it.
I wouldn't want this guy. I wouldn't want Eric working for me.
Yeah, because Eric Bischoff has a history of, like, being, what's the word I'm thinking of, inconsistent. You know, like, say, one of those football coaches in the NFL, he does good one season, but then he has 3 bad ones, and then he gets a good season afterwards. It's just so inconsistent that he's just best not to be a head coach.
I love
but
how
they keep hiring him to be a head coach.
Yeah, like your Vikings. How does that turn out?
Don't get me started on the Vikings. I haven't paid attention to them in a long time because of that. I don't even know who the starting quarterback is. For all I know, it could be Dante Culpepper still. That's how little I care about the Vikings nowadays. But my gosh, Sasaki is really in the zone in this bout with Ogawa. But Ogawa is still like, oh, you want to kick my ass? You got to earn it. And he's doing a great job in making Sasaki earn it.
I'm surprised we haven't seen an STO yet.
Oh, he's been blocking them. And he's got a bunch of power bombs, some submission holds of his own. This is a pretty good bout. And Sasaki will face Andre the Giant. My gosh. Sasaki is going to be just mogged by Andre's height.
And Sasaki's like, Nakajima, my son, watch this match. Watch me make you proud, my son.
I will. Thank you, father figure. It was a short match, but it was pretty good, I'd say. Let's see what they say. Wow, that's good enough. My gosh, the New Japan crowd is not into second round matches.
The Great Muta versus Kojima. Oh.
Yeah, we got all Japan guys here, so I don't know how they'll like this.
This isn't going to be rated well, and I don't see this going well for Kojima.
But overall, out of these 4 matches, we just passed the halfway point of round 2. Of these matches, I'm gonna say Fujita Vader is still the best match of this second round.
Yeah.
How about you, GM?
I have to agree with Vader Fujita so far.
I'm also gonna have to go with Vader Kojima.
Well, let's see if Kojima and Muta can try to one-up that match.
Wait, that was a botch. I said Vader Kojima.
It's okay, I know what you meant. I'm gonna be merciful today. But crowd is chanting for I almost said Vegeta. Is chanting for Kojima.
Look, no fan is chanting for Kazuki Fujita.
There's one fan. It's called the boss of this company. But we gotta remember this match. Muda
Yeah, do you
is
guys
a
still see the screen?
Oh yes, I can. It's still recording.
Alright.
Yeah.
But as I was gonna say, you gotta remember, for this match, Great Muda is a substitute. He's not supposed to be in this tournament because he was supposed to be just Mudo. But like we said, Pony's nacho addiction at the concession stand caused Osamu Kido to be taken out and hospitalized with a broken finger, apparently.
Oh, by the way, boys,
Yeah.
I I have I have it on good authority that the reason Pony's not here is because he has been barred from the Tokyo Dome.
One staircase incident and you're banned from the largest venue in wrestling in Japan. Meanwhile, when we get to the Budokan or Korakuen Hall, we'll see him right there at the concession stands. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he got to run the concession stands at this point. You can't push anyone down the stairs if you're behind the counter.
By the way, real life Japanese concessions question. In Korakuen, the arena with like the stupidly good chicken nuggets, apparently.
I don't know, but I know like each venue they always have like different food. Like it's almost like how in America where different cities have different things for concession stands, like in Cincinnati, Ohio, you could get a good chili there because that region of Ohio, for some apparent reason, loves chili. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania, because of the Philly cheesesteak thing, you could find Philly cheesesteaks in Philadelphia Eagle stadiums, but there's one problem. You're going to be surrounded by Philadelphia Eagle fans, some of the worst fans in the world. Like, imagine English football hooligans, and now imagine them cheering for a different type of football. They're that bad.
Nah. They make Eagles fans make old school hooligan firms look civil.
You got a point there. I mean, I've never seen an English football hooligan boo Santa.
Like,
Then again, they almost started some type of riot at a World Cup because they're England versus Tunisia. They decided to burn the Tunisian flag in front of the Tunisian fans. Why would you ever do that? Why? Why? It also doesn't help that a lot of English people take vacations in Tunisia. So you're just basically saying, hey, next time I go on vacation, they see my passport, I'm from England, they're going to make sure I can't get a good seat at any good place. You're going to be in coach forever.
they're gonna spit in my food.
Oh, yeah. But this match, I unfortunately think that Muda's going to win this one. But because of this, JM, do you think in the future we'll see Osamu Kido battle Great Muda to see if Kido can make a comeback from this tournament? To say,
I definitely see a revenge planned.
Okay, because like, imagine if Muda wins this entire tournament as a substitute. Kido would be pissed, and he will just. And then again, if Kido challenges Muda for that and he wins over Muda, you think everyone's gonna be pissed off too? Because he didn't really face anyone. It's gonna, like, no matter what, someone's coming out of this, if either of these two, as a heel.
Allow me to reiterate via a production note. Pony has been barred from Tokyo Dome.
Well, he's not in the he's not behind the counter of the concession stand anymore. Oh, let me guess. He had someone trip down the stairs there too.
No, I haven't on good authority that he tried to enter the building prior to the show, but he was stopped and turned away by building security.
Okay, for a second I thought it was gonna be something else. Like say Osamu Kido's going up the stairs or down the stair. Oh, no, he's going down the stairs. It's like an arm cast and everything. All right, if I will just watch the tournament. But while he's going down at the corner, Pony is going up, bumps into him, and Kido falls up the stairs.
So you know what? I like your lore better. On account of how the hell do you fall up some stairs?
That's the best part. It doesn't. It's so stupid. It works.
That's like Seinfeld joke levels of stupid, and I like Seinfeld.
You know, that would be great. JM, would you watch a Seinfeld wrestling promotion where the booking is basically a promotion about nothing?
Oh God, I don't know, man.
The soup Nazi is like the top heel, and it's like there's George Costanza asking for the bread, and then the soup Nazi, no title shot for you. That'd be the best booker ever.
You know the soup Nazi actually was an actual soup Nazi.
Oh yeah, I've heard that it's based off a real guy in the area that when they were filming. And then when the guy found out, he actually apparently called the writers and you're ruining my business, blah blah blah. I don't think any of them know what business it was, unless
it's like well, if you weren't acting the dickhead,
they wouldn't have done this.
They wouldn't have written your character as a dickhead. Now quit acting the dickhead, you dickhead.
Oh my gosh, Newman would be like the top heel of the promotion. And of course, the big pops, despite, Seinfeld being the ace of the promotion, Kramer gets the biggest pops.
Yes.
I mean, they had to tell the audience to stop cheering so often when Kramer came on set because it ruined the time because of how long they kept cheering for him. But now the question is,
two moonsaults.
Oh, that could be it. No, it's not. Kojima's not done yet. But now the question I have for JM, who is the Janetti? George Costanza or Elaine?
Elaine.
That's an insult to
Why?
Elaine, goddammit.
No, because George had the Summer of George.
He also had the answering machine. Believe it or not, I am not home. He also had that really famous meme picture of him with the baseball bat when he was trying to teach the Yankees how to hit home runs. He's teaching the most successful baseball team in American history how to win games. It's just funny. That'd be like...
Oh my God, Muto
that'd be like if George Costanza was training Tom Brady in how to be a good quarterback. And once again, Great Muta wins, LOL.
Oh my God, is he going to do another moonsault?
I'm not finished with you.
Jesus.
He moonsaulted him out of the ring. I've never seen a man fly out of a ring just by being hit by a moonsault. Zach, what did the speedometer say of how fast he was flying out of there?
145.5 miles an hour.
That's a lot of miles.
Alright, Seiji Sakaguchi versus Manabu Nakanishi.
This is gonna be a strong match. You want strong style? Here it is.
Oh shit! Here we go, boys. Who do we have for this match?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say Nakanishi.
I'm gonna go. Hell with it. I'll go with my first thought and go Sakaguchi.
JM, who do you have?
I'm going with Nakanishi.
All right. I'm fascinating. This is fascinating with this match because both of these. Oh, excuse me, I had a bad burp there. And of course we're live. We can't do anything. Of course we're live, pal. We can't fix that. This is just a fascinating match because these are two guys, despite going very high up the ranks of New Japan historically, have never been to the upper part of the pyramid. Sakaguchi was second to Inoki, while Nakanishi was second to Nagata, for example. And this match, well, both of these guys made it to the second round, while the people they were understudies for did not. This is definitely a big match to help them career-wise.
The nah, the the real thing of this match is it's a battle of who's the better bridesmaid.
That is another way of saying it, yes. I like your terminology a little bit better than understudy. But I guess that's the next question is, if you saw these two at a wedding, who would you prefer to have as your bridesmaid, Sakaguchi or Nakanishi?
I'm gonna abstain here.
I was gonna say Nakanishi, because at the wedding I could finally
Imagine
seize the
Nakanishi's
tactics.
Imagine Nakanishi's monster morning at a wedding.
A
Oh,
monster morning wedding cake. Be the best
Yeah,
wedding
no
ever with
lie,
how much cake there
no,
is.
no lie. I wish there was a monster morning T-shirt that was on sale that one time when they were at the garden.
That would have been great.
if
I am just
if if he ever opens a restaurant, he he has he has to have a menu option that's literally you come in and all you say is I want to have a monster morning and there you go. He literally gives you everything in a monster morning.
Monster Morning as an item at a restaurant sounds like something you'd see in like that Man versus Food show. I wouldn't
That
be surprised if there's like a Japanese version of that show and Manabu Nakanishi was the guest for that episode. Anyone else seen that Man versus Food show?
yes.
How about you, JM?
Repeat the question.
Have you ever
Have
seen
you
that Man
seen
versus
Man
Food?
versus Food?
I don't think I have.
There were some episodes. I remember my mom liking
No,
that
wait, wait,
show
wait,
a
wait.
bunch.
I think there was I think a few episodes I saw in South Carolina way back.
Oh.
I think I saw the one where he tried to do that ramen challenge at that one ramen spot. This is one of the earlier episodes, and the man, like the guy in the ramen shop, literally said that this ramen is so popular that people literally tried to infiltrate his job to steal the recipe.
That must be some pretty damn good ramen. Did it look
Like
good?
no, like they really wanted this spicy ass ramen.
Oh, that's impressive then. But
The damnedest thing was the first one where he was talking about this crazy ass egg breakfast burrito.
breakfast burrito with egg. I never understood the breakfast burrito.
No, like this shit was giant, dude.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I mean, it's Man versus Food, but still. Oh,
Like this is a burrito on fucking steroids. You know what I mean?
I just remembered something with that show. There was one episode where the challengers were the Nasty Boys, and of course
We're
they
the
succeed.
nasty boys. Now you know that Legends of Wrestling version of the theme.
That's a terrible theme song. But
No, no, no. For some reason, I like the Legends of Wrestling version of the theme. Where it just goes, "We're the nasty boys." All right, did you like the Ted DiBiase version of the Legends of Wrestling theme?
It sounded like one of those generic WCW themes where it's like, and here comes Brad Armstrong, and then
No, no, the Ted
and then there's
DiBiase
La
one.
Parka, like that.
Oh wait, Nakanishi pulled out a weapon.
Well, Nakanishi said, "Why not?"
Nakanishi getting desperate.
Yeah, Sakaguchi is using his experience to basically teach Nakanishi a lesson.
Tries to pick up the kendo stick.
The one episode of Man vs. Food I remember the most was this chicken wing challenge where it's supposed to be like some ghost pepper sauce. The guy said, I infused it with some other stuff to make it insanely hot. The guy looks at it, tests it. It's like, just a little drop. And he's like, woo, that's hot. And then, of course, when it comes to the challenge, it kind of cheats. You know why? There's
What?
a big tub of blue cheese dressing with the wings. So basically, all you have to do, grab every single wing, rip off the meat, and then just grab it and just dunk your hand holding the wings in the blue cheese, and that just basically coats it so it's easier to take down the gullet. It's like I remember seeing that and I was kind of upset.
I was like, hey man, you're breaking the rules here.
Oh, they didn't make a rule for that. Like I know Buffalo Wild Wings, they have that blazing challenge where you get no dressing and it's wing, no boneless, because they know, oh, if they rip it off, no, you have to take the whole bone up to your mouth, because they know that it's like a cheap if they just do that. But man, Nakanishi is making a good comeback with that spear.
Oh, here comes Sakaguchi. No.
Have you ever tried their Blazing Wings challenge?
I was pranked in a Trino Blazing Wing.
I'm trying not to die.
I have not done the challenge, but I was pranked into getting one of the Blazing Wings. Like, one of my friends at the time had one of them, and then I was like trying some of the other sauce, like wings, and then he's like, hey, do you want to try one of the mediums? I said, sure. I eat the thing unexpectedly, and then all of a sudden, within like 20 seconds, oh! Pranked me into trying the Blazing. What an ass.
Something felt very wrong here.
That's not medium at all.
Whole mouth, whole lips, whole face on fire.
Oh my gosh, my nose was a faucet. It was that hot.
Like, if a friend did that to me, we would cease to be friends.
It was a prank. Nothing wrong with that. But speaking of pranks, you know about senior pranks for high school?
Yeah.
I actually saw this great headline. High school in Jacksonville, their little team mascot for their school sports is a shark. So you know what the seniors did?
They dumped over him, didn't they?
Oh no, it's even funnier. They caught a shark, brought it to the rafters in their gym, and like they had a dead shark and put it into the rafters of their gymnasium. And it's not like one of those little nurse sharks. This was like a freaking Caribbean reef shark. That's like 18 feet long, average, I think. So getting something like that, that's just I saw the pictures and I'm trying to figure out how they got it in there. And of course it's Florida. Sakaguchi wins with an atomic drop. That kind of feels anticlimactic. But overall, that was a very, very balanced match, I'd say.
Very competitive, very back and forth.
Like if one of the students actually pulled that thing in, him or herself, they must.
No. The baffling thing is, how did they even catch it anyway?
By fishing.
That's what I was getting at. If one of the students managed to pull it in themselves,
the highest rated match.
That makes sense.
Their fishing skill in RPG terms must be on like 99.
Shiroko Shinaka versus Scott Norton.
Oh man, this is gonna be a murder. Yeah, that is just impressive how they got a shark there. And apparently nobody knows who did it, but they're already threatening, when we find you, there's going to be 10-day suspension. We're going to most likely expel you from the entire school district. It's like, dude, it's a senior prank. It doesn't matter if you expel them. I mean, they got like, what, a month left of school? Just let them graduate and give them something on the permanent record that says hardcore motherfucker, because they brought a fucking shark to school and hanged it in the fucking rafters of the gymnasium.
What I want to know is how they managed to haul the bloody thing up in the rafters in the first place and secure it there.
I think they knew the janitor or something if they could get it there. But speaking of big hardcore motherfuckers, here's Scott Dornan himself.
Who destroyed Tatsumi Fujinami.
Not just destroyed, we had to make a chalk outline in the ring from where he threw Tatsumi Fujinami's body. We had...
Oh, by the way, Go Bulgari and the Go Bulgari army are still looking into that.
But thankfully, most of the charges have been dropped, and now we're here for round 2. But after that freaking Vader Fujita bout, where Vader murdered Fujita, I
hope people in the comments get the... Well, I actually said what the reference was last round, but I hope there are people in the comments of this round that'll get that reference if they didn't watch the first round.
Yeah, long story short, JM is showing us a lot of this anime called Kanikuman, a wrestling anime, and we have been going nuts over it.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of fun with Kanikuman.
It's a great anime, I love it. That Warsman versus Kanikuman episode, edge of my seat entertaining, and every cliffhanger, I'm upset that I have to wait for the next episode to load in.
Yep, and now we're up to Kanikuman versus Buffalo Man.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see how that one goes. Hopefully they don't do what they did with Warsman and just have like 7 episodes for a match. Especially since they put in a time limit. I don't want them to do a Dragon Ball Z. I got 5 minutes before Planet Namek blows up 10 episodes later.
Well, they're not doing a time limit for this one.
Oh, I thought there was a time limit. Like they had to beat him in 60 minutes.
Kanikuman has like, yes, he's got to beat him in. He's got to beat him within like 30 minutes. And Springman took a lot of that time. Because remember, Springman is pretty damn tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I thought the idea of a spring was stupid, but then thinking about it, wait, it actually works. What am I thinking?
Like Springman was just as big of a threat as Buffalo Man.
If I think about it, like the only threat was the only non-threat was basically that mixtape of
Stakesa King.
It's like I play music. Yeah. If you get a deaf wrestler, the deaf wrestler is just basically takes out all your strengths.
This man literally put in a cassette tape of Kanikuman from 3 years ago.
Yeah, and that basically ruined him. If
you
could have something like that cause you to lose,
like
you are the bottom of the barrel. Why would he do that? It's like you wanted to lose.
That? Wouldn't you want the Kanikuman tape from when he won the first Trojan Olympics?
Yeah, or better yet, why not? If we're going to do stuff like that, why not just get a cassette tape of the moves of the Brooklyn Brawler? It's just embarrassing that something like that happened to the Devil Show. There's supposed to be the Devil Shojin. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I got the wrong tape. LOL, I'm dead now.
No lie, man. You got to give Kanikuman credit for beating both Stakesa King and
Black Hole by himself.
Black Hole by himself. In 2 days in a row.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. But
before,
then, of course,
before it took its toll on him.
That the other ones just had to go on a gauntlet to get rid of the rest. Of course, there was some bullshit with the Robin Mask Atlantis.
Yeah, because he fell right into Atlantis' trap.
Oh no, construction site. That was Atlantis' planning. I forgot he works in home construction and real estate this whole time.
Nah, yeah, man, that was a fucked up way to go.
Yeah, that was such a bullshit finish.
Yeah, but that was a terrible way to die. You know what I mean?
You died by a fucking construction accident. And you're not union and you don't have life insurance. Sucks to be you, Robin Mask.
Freaking Rikishi, man, he got...
Oh yeah, that was a terrible death.
Yeah, he played right into Springman's hands.
Yeah, that was a really... Yeah, I have no idea what he was thinking. Then of course,
he wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, then again, all his slaps when Springman was stuck in the sand, it just did no effect whatsoever.
Brockett Jr., he barely, if it wasn't for Mongol Man, he would have consumed alive by Mr. Carmen.
Yeah, Mongol Man just basically made sure everyone was able to win. But like, if you gotta have your faces cheat to win, does that really count as a victory?
Well, this is literal death matches. There
Yeah,
are
I
no
get
rules.
it. Oh,
You
there
know
are
what I
no
mean?
rules? Why doesn't everyone just run into the ring and do the beehive strategy? You know what that is?
Yeah, but remember, the Devil Choja did say that they were not going to interfere in any of the matches.
Well, of course not, because
The
they
only
know
time
that
they did it, no, because they already had the situation in their hands. But remember, the only reason why the baby faces had enough of it was when their souls are freaking interfering.
yeah, when your soul is interfered, you know you are a little too far into
Yeah,
cheating.
you're a little desperate here to keep Kanikuman from winning.
That was funny though, but like Zach, do you know what the beehive strategy is?
Uh, ba- basically, basically, everybody jumped this MF at once.
Yes, by all getting on him, all that body heat would cause them to heat up so much that they will suffocate or heat stroke. That's it's a stupid strategy for people to do, but for bees it works perfectly.
Yo, but you want to know some man? Terry Man with the win over the mountain.
Yeah, it's just like he got squashed on and he just came up like it was nothing. Just like a real Terry Funk match. Oh no, he went through that barbed wire landmine table. No, I'm okay.
Like,
Nah,
man, that was pretty cutting it close, man, for Terry Man.
nah.
Yeah.
Terry Man did the Undertaker sit up about 10 years before the Undertaker.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We
And
have a match here.
I literally popped when Terry Man came out and his music is playing.
Why didn't
Oh, what
Terry
a
Man?
counter from Scott Norton!
Nice
Just
He
give me
counter.
a
caught the
second.
hip
I'll be
attack
back in a
knee of a
sec.
German.
Uh, hang hang on a minute, boys. Gotta leave the commentary position.
Scott Norton advances.
So, so sorry, fellas. I'm back. I got wings coming from the concession stand.
You didn't knock anybody over, did you?
Nope.
All right,
Oh,
we're up to the main event, Zach.
me even told you, Georgia.
Shinya Hashimoto versus Masahiro Chono.
This is gonna be stiff as anything. Isn't this young boy, Chono?
Well, actually, Zach, this is Chono in the early 90s.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So I saw Scott Norton won. He murdered again. He
Yep.
can't keep getting away with this
Yep, and we're on our main event course.
for round 2.
Go,
This is a big second round match. We got 2 of the 3 musketeers, but only one will advance.
okay, boys. Well, question for those of us who've actually read the Three Musketeers. Of the Three Musketeers, who's the D'Artagnan?
My gosh, D'Artagnan is such a funny name. That's all I can say, unfortunately. If I recall, there is a Whitest Kids You Know skit where it's like, I'm in love with D'Artagnan and we're gonna live in the ocean. It's like, why would you... Zach, if someone named D'Artagnan wanted to move with you in the ocean, would you do it? Underwater and all that?
No.
But don't you love him?
The only D'Artagnan I'd hang out with is the one from the 14th, well, not 14th, but probably, actually, the Three Musketeers take place in the 16th century. I am the stupid.
Alright. Now, JM, what would you do if someone offered to have you move in with them, but the thing is they live underwater?
No, I don't think I can answer that question.
But think of all the free rent. Has anyone ever played BioShock and seen the City of Rapture?
That's exactly why I said no. Rapture is the exact reason why I said no.
Is a man... What was the freaking quote? Is a man supposed to own the sweat of his brow or something like that?
The video game quote that I'll always remember is from one of the Castlevanias. What is a man but a miserable pile of secrets?
But enough talk. Have at you. But yeah, this is the NWA champion Chono when he fought Muda for that belt in the early 90s at a Tokyo Dome show. And Shinya Hashimoto, he's still wearing that bandage.
What Castlevania? Was that Symphony of the Night or no?
Yep. One of the best ones. Same with number 4, Rondo of Blood. Like, that's like the holy triumvirate for great Castlevania games, was those 3. And there hasn't been a good Castlevania since, like, I think some of those DS games, maybe. It's been a while. How about you, JM? Have you ever played a Castlevania game?
I think I only played the one that came out on the original Xbox.
Oh, okay.
I remember playing that one a lot. Trying to unlock all the hidden weapons.
Wait, there was a Castlevania for OG Xbox?
Yeah.
I think it was like one of those ones that was like multi-platform, maybe. Like,
yeah, it was one of the 3D free roaming ones.
Oh yeah, that sounds like one of the, what's the word I'm thinking of, the multi-platform ones that you could get on the PS2, like Aria Shadow, maybe. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Don't quote me in the comments. I just try. Man, look at those kicks. Despite that near fatal injury that Hashimoto almost received from that staircase incident from first round.
From Pony?
Yeah.
Inoki tried to use the spirit gun on Hashimoto.
Yeah. But here's Hashimoto still able to make it through this tournament and faring very well. Having a big upset over Muto, and now he's against Chono. I have to say, of all these wrestlers, him and Maeda have had the hardest rounds so far of all the wrestlers.
Oh, wait. Wait, if it's either 2 of the 3, who was the third one?
Muto was the third of the 3 Musketeers. And for, like, now I'm thinking of it, of the 8 wrestlers we have that are going to be entering the quarterfinals, who had the easiest matches to get here?
Andre?
Andre Muta for me. How about you, Zach?
Yep.
But for hardest, Maeda and Hashimoto are definitely the more difficult ones. But then again, I can't really say that for Hashimoto yet, because he has to win this match.
Yeah, we don't know who's going through from this match.
Either way, they have a tough challenge in Scott Norton.
Yeah, but Chono having a rough time right now.
Yeah, for now, but you gotta remember, he's known to make comebacks. He's known to take all the damage and reverse it on you. Like that. Never doubt the power of Muto. Sorry, Chono.
Oh,
Cradle pile driver.
by the way, allow me to rephrase that question from earlier. Who would be the main character of the wrestling Three Musketeers, if you will?
That'd probably be Muto, considering he's the most over of the three, in historically.
So then Muto would be the D'Artagnan.
I could see that. I don't ever recall reading the Three Musketeers book or watching any of the adaptation movies. I know there was one that had Tim Curry. That's all I know.
That would be the Four Musketeers.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a
Wait,
minute.
a fourth one? No, that just, they should just call it the Four Pillars. What an armbar! But Chono is not tapping out.
Nah,
But Hashimoto just knees him in the ribs. Only to be suplexed.
Yeah, Chono needs to Chono's like, I need a minute.
the duel at the end of the Four Musketeers is considered some of Hollywood's best swordplay.
Oh, wait a minute. Chono up the top rope.
A knee to his knee. And a good little neck breaker.
Oh, Hashimoto definitely felt that neck breaker.
Yeah, he's still trying to get up. But that's like what I said. It works for a bit, but then after a bit, Chono will take you out after taking a bunch of damage from you. It's like that move from Pokemon, Bind.
Another pile driver.
Oh, he's going to go for a flying lariat, maybe? Oh, flying tackle. But Hashimoto with a kick, but it seems like it exhausted him more than damaged Chono. Chono's FTFs, but not enough. It's going to put more damage to that neck and that leg. Oh, he's going for the wounded shoulder. He's just trying to damage everything on Hashimoto, hoping that one of those spots will be enough to make him submit to an STF maybe, JM.
Oh, yeah. Oh man.
FTF.
Chono was still in this fight somehow. Another cradle pile driver.
And Hashimoto's getting back up, but it's not enough because we got a Yakuza kick. And Chono, in a very hard-fought victory, will go to the quarterfinals. I'm going to say that this is now the best match of the second round, with second place going to Vader Fujita. What do you guys say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree there.
And
80%.
that's the best rated match in the tournament so far, according to the crowd here. That's like, what, a 3 3/4, 4-star for Dave Meltzer?
Yep.
But now, we have our quarterfinals to look forward to in the future. JM, Zach, how do you think about these matches? Vader,
well, let's go over. And Maeda.
Vader and Akira Maeda.
That's going to be nuts.
Andre the Giant and Kensuke Sasaki. Great Muta and Seiji Sakaguchi. And then Scott Norton versus Masahiro Chono. Of those four, Muta and Sakaguchi might be a sleeper. Sasaki and Andre is going to be a spectacle. Vader and Maeda is going to be a question mark. And Norton and Chono, I think, could steal that entire round. But until then, we'll see what happens.
Your WTF match of the round is definitely Vader Maeda.
You never. That's going to, JM. That is basically going to be a coin flip match. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, definitely coin flip. between Vader and Maeda.
Sasaki and Andre is gonna be a wild match, and you got Muda Seiji Sakaguchi. That's a match I don't think any of us expected to see, but Norden and Chono, that's gonna get butts in seats.
Yeah, this is going to be a very fun quarterfinal, I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Until then, we'll see you soon.